All right, guys, we are going to learn about weaving today. So you're gonna have a piece of paper and it's gonna have a little teddy bear on it. And we're actually gonna weave the sweater that's in the middle right here, okay? The very first thing you need to do is write your name on the back of your bear. So you can kind of see the outline of your bear on the back. Go ahead and just write your name probably close to like around the face, because we are gonna cut these out. And once we do, like if you put your name over here and we cut out the bear, you're not gonna see your name anymore. So go ahead, just write your name right in the center on the top of the face on the back, and then flip it back over to the front. And we're not gonna cut out the bear yet, but you do need some scissors for right now. What you're gonna do on this dotted line that's going right across the middle of the bear's sweater, you're gonna fold. So I'm gonna take my paper, fold it on the dotted line so you can see it. And then you're gonna get some scissors, and this is the tricky part, okay? So this side is folded, this part opens. On the folded edge, you're gonna take your scissors and cut on that line, and stop once you get to the collar or the bottom. Sorry, that's the bottom of the sweater. So you're just gonna cut straight lines until you get to that line right here, the bottom of the sweater. And I'm cutting nice and slow. So when you open it back up, you have these like little cuts on your paper, and this is what you're gonna use to weave your colored strips. You should have a box at your table that looks like this, and there are all different types of colors in here. You can choose your favorite ones, and they all don't have to be the same color. I think we're only gonna be able to fit 3. Yep, so you're only gonna be able to fit 3, so choose your favorite 3 colors. They can be the same, or they can be different. That's up to you. And I'm gonna choose the warm colors. And the very first thing you're gonna do, just choose one strip for now. And I'm gonna start by weaving over this first section. So I'm gonna go over, under, over, under, over, over, under. So it's a pattern. You're going over, under, over, under. And you want to make sure it starts to make a little checkerboard pattern like this, okay? Now that one's done, I'm ready to move on to my second one. But because I started over on here, I have to start my next one going under, okay? Because like I said, you want to make it look like a checkerboard. So I started under, then I go over, under, over, and I'm just gonna fill in my whole sweater. And we're kind of weaving our bear's sweater. Like that. And then the last strip will go at the bottom. Again, the last strip is actually gonna copy that first one. So I start over, and then I go under. I have all my papers woven through my paper. It's good to go. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna either get a glue bottle or a glue stick. It doesn't matter, they both work the same. And I'm gonna take the top tabs and just put a teeny tiny dot of glue I'll zoom in so you can see. I did not use that much glue. Teeny tiny. And you're just gonna stick on so that it stays to your paper so that it doesn't move anymore. The middle one is actually gonna have to be glued from the back because that's the only place where I can lift up the sides right here. So I'm gonna lift it up, put a tiny dot of glue. You could do it on both ends if you wanted to. I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides. And I'll do both sides over here. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do, when I printed these, I accidentally, a little bit got cut off. So what you're just gonna do, just get a black marker and you can finish that foot so that it's a whole bear. Then you can get some crayons and you can color. I'm gonna add some texture to my bear to make him look like he's hairy. So I'm just gonna add a few short lines where his hair is showing. You can leave your bear white to make it look like a polar bear, or you can color him brown. You could have a purple bear if you wanted to. It's really up to you. One thing I do want to talk about is making a pattern on the collar of the sweatshirt and on the bottom of the sweatshirt right here. So it doesn't have to match what you did in here. I'm gonna make mine match, but you don't have to make yours. So I have orange, I need yellow and red. So I'm just gonna start here and I'm gonna go through my pattern on the top of the sweater. So red, then orange, then yellow. And I'm just gonna continue that. Okay, and then once your bear is all colored, you're gonna cut it out. And I'm gonna leave like a little bubble around mine. I'm not gonna cut right on the black line, but I am gonna leave a little bit of white space just around the edge. All right, now that our bear is all cut out, you're gonna get a separate piece of paper, and these are the arms that are gonna stretch behind your bear, okay? So you can go ahead and get your black marker again. My printer cut it off again, so just continue that line with the black marker. And then you can get your crayons and you can do a different pattern or the same pattern for the cuffs of the sleeve.